You saw the launch of the biggest award scheme to happen in the USA. Now, it is that time. Get ready for the Ghana Music Awards USA nominees announcement and pressory in Ghana. The most prestigious award is set to announce its nominees for the Ghana Music Awards USA 2020. Date, the 26th of March 2020, time 7 p.m. Venue, Gold Coast Lounge in Cantonment. This event is strictly by invitation. Who gets nominated? See you there. You saw the launch of the biggest award scheme to happen in the USA. Now, it is that time. Get ready for the Ghana Music Awards USA nominees announcement and pressory in Ghana. The most prestigious award is set to announce its nominees for the Ghana Music Awards USA 2020. Date, the 26th of March 2020, time 7 p.m. Venue, Gold Coast Lounge in Cantonment. This event is strictly by invitation. Who gets nominated? See you there.
KOFI TV. KOFI TV. No clair. Mary KOFI TV. KOFI TV. No clair. Mary KOFI TV. KOFI TV. No clair. Mary KOFI TV. KOFI TV. No clair.
Memo Akwaba, Edewaba KOFI TV. So, I understand the interest. So, within this short time, Nipa 1,000 are joining in live. It tells the space Ghana for you develop interest in this COVID-19. Ansem. Now, eba bedin komo. Sabri abano ye zantwefo nhyiamu enche. So far, statistics aba say Ghana nipa ensia na enye bi 1 2 3 4 5 6 initially 2 na bae na say 4 ababeka ho nti akoye emako 1 2 3 4 5 6 na say wo mo enya yade no ebi at the same time wo mo trace nipa 170 a wo mo nyina no come in contact with sa nipa na wo mo enya yade ebi ene ye for just enyi wo mu nyina anya nipa 6 ni nyina contacts aye trace wo no no and you know that should tell you we understand say ububu mu a ebi de ekọ animu ebi nso de esua ne ade say aye ehu kakra na we pray say and spreading ko bebre say University of Ghana at a statement aba say wo mo close lectures ni nyina no say mo bia emma for a time being and actually international students ne wo mo back school mu ho a wo mo free Ghana no wo mo so for the time being ya suspended University of Ghana wo ma record ni pa ba kondada wanya yare no ebi ntini we understand why but other schools international schools ni bi ashase a wo mo so close wo mo schools ne down but then yeah general said the Ghana Education Service because say you close down schools that is not happening ade ba kwa na Ghana for hwe animu ne say anka ene ye bete say ye airports no ebi a ya tutum but information aba ne say we Ghana ni na because we Ghana ni nti o ba okromu no problem wo betumi aba but corona wo free so ba country na free so ba no se nipa wo manya yade ni bi e wo ho no ye e free 200 ekwa wo say nipa no duru Ghana ye ma wo enwuram at the same time woman so be background you be mama yourself woman ankasa quarantine woman ho a che say enkonko ba say ubetimi anenam basa Eric Pope mahu say wo ba menim say obeba Ghana eno actually no for now Ghana Music Awards USA which will be held 26 Ghana hands no organizers now issue statement to say women health experts collaborate here the gravity of it either say won be twem anase won twem for now it still holds ebekoso advice in fact me free a year anochi supremo ne 1 year celebration ase eba ya eni ye be drum kran ya eni na ye ne opani hour ha be be nkomo because matter no international travels, international relations, ne policies, ne the Ghana, you know, he will be in a better place because of his neutrality and knowledge on some of these things. And now, back countries are developers are near many a day, and if say America for they are targeted China for a home assembly, from his point. Or represented countries be crowd Ghana, so he is someone who will be well versed to help us in such a crisis. Yene neba bedim komo na yahwe said it here. Aye hu kakra wa Ghana. In fact, aye hu, let me put it that way. The ama aye hu ne say your system no UK ni ade no wo mo ye hi hello Ghana we ye boga na usi ha o ye special be kwa kwakwa amware atu ene niema hodo pi so se nipa 6 wo mu nyina no imported enye nipa na wo Ghana hana they should tell us the gravity of it enti e be stress futu a mpanimfo de ama ye hohoro ya nsa brene brano no ye hwe se ye betie pa enhia no wo de senka oba ne se ni bia ene ye wuhia ya ne how na kese ene China fo de bia na ene se na watwam ko na branche ba ko frame ofri China ba bedu in fact obedu Ghana 2 days ni opeso obeye interview na mesre no on train for the number of days na at least 14 days in twam ye hu se oni bi ansana ye ne na ahia previously nanka ye interview abon se me ne guest ne ben so pa to say precautionary no me distance what me ne guest in term no me try say ebeye as wide enough say the future aba no enu achi ye was sanitizers ye wie ye interview ye microphone ye sanitize ne nyina no precautionary measures ye de egu akwan mu say ye nso betumi aboyen ho eban Farouk our hub say one so ne ye buy me mistake kura san kan ba be chia no say we refuse ye chia na me say hey me kura me refuse edu ba bia ye culture nti no but enchia no is not a problem what chia wie no so making sure say we na fie na chia ya ententem so na wape hand sanitizer bia na say nsuo bi no ahohoro wonsa eboa pa if you say wo do nsa no ko wani ebetumi afa wa akọ mu wo hwene wano this entrance even wasum kura no ebetumi afa ho say eba ne say aboa no wa aduane na odi kura ko yemu a enye wo ebi nye wo eno kura de mode of transmission no eno nka ho enti ne say ya num nsuo say aboa no ko enum kura na okotare ominimu a onum nsuo na ehoro no ko yemu a ebema why safe so ye bisa say Ghana yen close down schools ana ye airport no yen tum kura na say advice aba ne say ebe ya ankama obi a free sa countries no emma eno akima airlines no emfa wo mo emma but is that alone enough we enen koma ebabedi shut down schools and airports until further notice. What is stopping us from doing that? We feel laka holico and what sure at the buy was KOFI is scared o Adelaide Adelaide yes we have to be scared but ministry no press conference omo ye yen chair kra no esisu say we shouldn't call ensase ma eyehu we should try and project the methods ebeboa ma omanfo enye bi no but ma ema no enye hu sa me ya kasa che Farouk our hub obi a obetumi aboy ye bo mo follow ye de munim no ye ne ye interview na che kakra countries ben represent your Ghana no
Vanuatu.
Vanuatu,
Pacific, South Pacific in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I do diplomatic consultancy for Serbia.
Okay.
On the African continent. Okay. They are special envoy.
Okay.
And then also Gabon.
So
I do a lot of things with Gabon. And then, I mean, generally, I'm a diplomatic consultant, so I consult for any country or individuals, corporate bodies, but more on the diplomatic side, that needs my services. So I offer service mema obia nations that needs my services.
Okay.
I do a lot of them with them.
All right. These countries, you know, omojai visa, sayema visa sana.
Well, Vanuatu, even myself, they are having elections Monday, China. I'm supposed to be there, but minya any access to enter the country. Yeah, because if you are going through Dubai, through Singapore, it's blocked, and then to Fiji. I'm only allowed to go through United States, through Hawaii, and then to hit the Pacific, to enter Australia, and then South Pacific. But also from American side, then it's also shut down. So I can't get access to Fiji until almost everywhere is blocked. That is
you're blocking.
you don't have any. Airline does not want to expose itself to that kind of a gravity and the fear. So you don't know motor flight in KOFI. You and I, you don't know. Yeah. And 370 passengers on an Airbus or a Boeing aircraft. NASA will be Bakubi womb. NASA on yet maybe known case, but it's an incubated case. Our team or home. And these flights, you're talking about 10 hours, 11 hours flight. Yeah. 11 hours flight. Then you will use washroom. The person goes there. You don't know who is, and most of the people do not know whether so are affected and I say were infected. And in that case, you know, so Koba say, more nipa 370 and 240 or 270 passengers in this aircraft. How many are taking it home? Serious. That is the fear. Into grounding down flights, and I think say it's a very good idea. Say countries would take that kind of policy now, or making sure say people will comply.
You narrow in to Ghana, but first of all, you try to understand the virus and origins and whether and Sunday. In fact, if you come say, but you do one big church, nipa pon one no free wa, KOFI. And say, hey, and then go sorry you, because you know the Ghanaian by nature, no, very spiritual, very superstitious.
Yeah, spiritual.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we are. Okay. This time, we be a bonfire, and that is why we here. Oh, yeah, bonfire, and all that. So, in as much as Abaneka say, you try say gatherings, you know, you better so no. Still, people are going to church because Omufi say you bonfire, muja bekata ye ho, ama aboye ho be fi yade. It's getting serious. We the else. Is it not spiritual?
Oh, KOFI, me mom there. My beliefs, my faith does not tell me say it is a spiritual issue. It is an issue is on hand of mankind. We have to deal with it. Spirituality is another thing. Okay. Spirituality does not kill virus, but then there's a feeling and there's a hope. Say when you pray. What is with good practices? I've never seen Obiaka say, why fasting 60 days, 200 days. No, I could not story building so. No, I catch in Yankopon say, Yame, she said the Messi assume my fasting for 60 days. So, Hopper, me react from a mamimu. You will stupidly die when you fall down. Spirituality goes with common sense. Anything in Yankopon, both the Holy Quran and the Holy Bible, it was stated, say, the intelligent person will not understand. Only the person, the man with wisdom. So you have to apply the wisdom. It is I will say spirituality ni Yankopon Empire na Corona best stop. Okay, and Yanko, sorry, the Yanko churches, Yanko hospitals are Corona cases, you know, not the people under investigation, and I say the presumptive positive cases. But you deal with the laboratory confirmed cases. Near share say you could now bumpire and Nesabaqua. Alhamdulillah, Intimpire and the KOFI is needed, but then no, I think we must apply our common sense, a virus. So we have to deal with it. Add-on side say spirituality is what will cure it, but then there's a general feeling say we believe in God, say in all matters of difficulties and you rely on Him. That does not mean say Nyami and can be so yari men numadru. It doesn't work like that.
And the churches, you know,
well, I think
mosques,
I think, sir, KOFI, we get there. This is just the beginning and intro of it.
Yeah.
As a country, you know, this is a crucial issue. that we have to deal with it as such.
Okay, then let me not jump it. Yen shall say from yes, I be every virus was way no. Okay, from the diplomatic circles, you know, saying it here.
Kofi, let me tell the public, say, I'm not a medical doctor.
Yeah.
Neither am I a laboratory assistant or technician. But I think, say, we followed some of these events due to the international organizations which due to NDA, I can mention some of them. And if you follow the tracks now and the history, you would understand some of this gimmick, some of these games, and where and how it comes from. The case study I can was some year COVID, coronavirus disease.
Yeah.
One would ask, what's the meaning of the 19? Who gave the code 19? It is coronavirus disease 2019.
Yeah.
That is the meaning of the 19.
Okay.
But we should find out who named and why that 19. So it tells you and it means that the virus, you know, was developed in 2019. Either than that, then the Chinese, who are the originators, case in Friban, say yes, coronavirus disease, you know. What is the meaning of the 19? You don't get up and add anything, say, with the figure to attach a particular infections. You attach a particular virus, now without any justified cause, say, we need to. But let's take a history step back. Near other viruses that has come to play and how it originates. What I say? Okay. Before we come to square it on corona. Okay. Corona is the headline now. Yeah. But let us not forget, say, that is not the only virus or viruses that have come to pass.
That's true.
One, over here say yenya bibi to say Ebola. Ebola virus was virus. It was first seen in 1976. Which country? No other country than Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo, in 1976. If one would ask the cause of it and who found that virus, you know, it will tell you historically, medically, say, a year 1976, Bama bi enom virus no ewonimu. When I call you Bama ni so okope virus wonimu, then eba am call virus wonimu because no yare na meboa. Virus na dey nom hu na say ware chimpanzee. Congo and other countries across Africa, including Sierra Leone, start to rear monkeys in areas in more baby. Do you understand? Okay. Do you get me? So Congo was the first country on the continent of Africa with 56 to 57 countries. If you add the islands and others, Ebola. Ebola happened. The Belgium who colonized Congo at that time, they were the people who said they have solutions to it. Because when the people went under quarantine, which we're experiencing today around the world, you know, it was treated as epidemic. The epidemic was contained. The epidemic is because it's within one locality, within a particular district, or a particular municipality, or region.
Okay.
It is within a particular sector or section, not crossing borders.
Yeah.
So you can literally say it is an epidemic. Okay. And indeed it was epidemic. Now, when the Ebola was first detected, where enya escalation and I say enya escalation. If you look at the Congo, the Central African belt, and then the Katanga region, the countries that are around, it is the country in Africa that has more than 11 or 12 bordering with 12 countries. Congo alone, the biggest on the African continent that has borders with over 11 countries or 12, stand to be corrected. Okay. SS is now escalation, and yet he said the COVID. Countries within the region, Ebia and Hubi. Are you getting me?
Okay.
Now, how was it treated? When the epidemic came up, then that is where the international bodies, world pharmaceuticals, laboratories, scientists, that is where the business begins. Are you getting me? Because these are what I will call and term it as man-made developed virus. These viruses are incubated, developed in laboratory. So the moment that the issue is out there, another group, scientists, laboratory scientists, doctors are included. I get me. Okay. Now, Ebola since 1976 had been in the system. But interestingly, if you follow the track record of the Ebola and the crawling now, it affected countries with diamond, which Congo is one.
Okay, countries are diamond. What's on that?
It goes through the countries with diamonds.
Okay.
Congo is one. Sierra Leone, the latest uprising 3 years ago, 2016. Guinea is diamond, Liberia, diamond. I get me. Okay. Young countries a near escalation. Cote d'Ivoire, onya border no, some few. But the reality of the fact is that when this virus is detected, it takes less than a week, less than 2 weeks. Then there is a group, say, they have a name for it. The Ebola is a local name because of the Ebola River, which is in the Congo Belt. So they gave it to suit the river. They did not say so in KOFI Ebola, but Roma monkeys. But I'm standing here to tell you, say, Sierra Leone started eating monkeys. Okay, the country Sierra Leone was not born. In colonial times, when British had gone there to colonize them, when the Dutch had gone there, when the Portuguese had gone there, they were eating their monkeys as farm boy. That was the name for them.
Oh, okay. Oh, friend, farm boy.
Farm boy. Do you understand? Farm boy no marry in Sierra Leone, Obianya. But look at the latest escalation of Sierra Leone, Ebola. The very day the Ebola started, within 2 weeks, the gravity of escalation, no, now, it started as what? Epidemic, quarantine the people, but who quarantined them? Within a matter of 2 weeks, the United Nations adopted Ghana. Are you getting me? Ghana Airport, the United Nations Response Unit for Ebola. And all the UN aircraft, emergencies, WHO, aircraft go Accra. Volunteers around the world, African country, no munim, Abrafona, and Ombegu Kotoka International Airport. Every hotel was full. They paid to the full brim. Sorianopa, fly from Accra to Freetown to Liberia to Guinea with a UN flight, WHO flight. Now, then they come back and sleep in Accra. So back to back is 3 hours in, 3 hours back, 6 hours. Oma quarantine Sierra Leoneans. At that time, I have traveled to Freetown. I was in Radisson Blue Hotel. Radisson Blue Hotel was the hub because that's the only 5-star hotel in Sierra Leone. This Abrofon was around the Pano actually jogging without nothing. No more jogging on the Lomley River Belt. Or training. But the Sierra Leoneans were quarantined. The people working in the hotels at Omudano, they were not quarantined, but the Sierra Leone was quarantined. At the end of the day, suddenly, the first country I was set in a vessel on the seas, so about West Africa, was China. So Okra vaccinations and war solutions. Japan was on the seas. UK was on the seas. United States was on the seas because, say, all the West African 16 countries were such as $5 million each. So, we contributing to the cure of Ebola escalation. Guinea, Liberia. If not you are, I told somebody, say, the UN, the WHO, the West Africa, and the international bodies will never declare one Ebola or Ghana because I had no money in Abetina. They closed down every embassy in La Côte d'Ivoire and no money in Abetina, no hotel, no didi, no moda. Ghana recorded 1 case of Ebola. Yet, the response unit were flying in and out. Do you understand me? Okay. That is it. Now, let's talk about Guinea. It happened the same thing. Let's talk about Liberia. It happened the same thing. Man, Kofi, let's look into the analysis. Yeah. Next is a free Spain. Eba so mobile fight Ebola. Yehubia CNN. Yedina she cage me ako inesi Madrid. Lemusa say, who was the last Ebola patient that was cured in Sierra Leone? Which of the last community in Sierra Leone that Ebola was cured? And how did they cure it? Omo me do mo cause pain no. You news item, CAU Omasi, but you know how they were cured. Yeah. America did be called Cincinnati. You who acquire a fast to cure woman. And the UK nurses extra volunteers. Omo in that coffee, you who quiet, you cure. All what we realized is that all these countries, vaccination. Ebi kura vaccination na enu Sierra Leone. So tell me, how many vaccinations they cause Sierra Leone? Na sa stock of vaccination kura na way. Because the money was good and they collected the money, they went back with their vessels. After that, and there was a law, not for the Europeans, not for the Asians, not for anywhere, for Africa, that every airport must have installation of this thermometer scanners. Okay. And then also the gun scanners. Are you getting me?
Okay. So airport,
yes, it was the Ebola. So Mami Bissau said, how those gunners, that's guns, they tested Ebola. Suddenly the same gun and they tested coronavirus. Are they the same viruses?
Okay. Yeah, and one still and one.
The same one, because we have to ask, how did Ghana government and then other countries within the sub-region how many pieces did they buy? And go and let them tell you how much it costed them and which countries that provided them. Because at that time, China was one of the countries that was step forward say, when you drew into scanners, you know, after now, other laboratory and pharmaceutical companies will be a yen there. Now, they are stronger, but the first one, the original, China for the same guns, the same thermometer, the same scanners, and you did test Ebola. Ebola. And then you did it. Say, "Say no idea." And you move for Ebola vaccines and infantry corona man in Kwana. Kofi, there is a whole lot of international conspiracy that comes with it, and we get to the point, and I'll explain to you. Say, before Ebola, in 1976, in 1952, on the African continent. The same type of group, which some of these things you have to be very careful to point out. Chikungunya, which was also imported as an also infections virus, was sent to Tanzanians, and it always goes to the remote villages. Chikungunya developed dengue, and then finally, in the last 3-4 years, it becomes Zaki or whatever. I've forgotten even the name. Okay, that was also introduced in the Latin America. And the Kofi, look at the demographics, where these viruses and where these infections, which countries that it affect. But then if you step back to history, look at the story of Chikungunya and the Mexicans. When Mexicans were very stubborn and resistant to the Spanish, that they would not give in to the Spanish. They didn't respect Spain because they felt they had money than them. But when at that time, they had chikungunya. That is another type of fever. Okay. That was also another virus that was developed and tested on human being in Tanzania in 1952. It ran through till today. But one interesting thing is that none of these viruses, including coronavirus, will come and leave. No. It comes to stay permanently until the end of this generation. Now the reality, of course, Kofi, nobody is taking it away. They know say they are not taking it away. But I'm telling you on authority. Because at the end of the day, you know, after nearby vaccinations, I want a business in the world. Until the whole world call vaccination to cure corona, we need to for a best struggle with United WHO to get solutions. So will be a solution. Now nobody can come to Ghana, nobody can go to Guinea because it has escalated and become a pandemic. It's a pandemic or no American treating it you Baba Ghana. That is where the issue is. The risky aspect of it. This is where you get it from. And look at it from the facts there. The Chinese, they developed this virus. Either they develop it in a form.
Coronavirus. No?
Yes.
No, but another year, but say America and China, it was a trade war. And in between, I say,
Kofi, baby out the name. We'll get there.
Okay.
That industrial sabotage, industrial revolution, it has always existed. Industrial espionage, it had always existed. One would have heard this kind of theories. Say the strength of American economy, the strength of China. Undoubtedly, you and I and everybody knows, say China, Americans say they are still the first, and China is the second strongest economy in the world. To me, I know America is the first, but Americans are the leaders of the world, so they will not allow that.
No, now, Chinese are the first, right?
Yeah, in terms of economy, of course, because United Nations, the recession, economic recession in 2012 or thereabout, Chinese bought American dissent. They supported them. You understand? The economic recession, there's meltdown. Now, look,
where the Chinese, where I believe and I know, this escalation of Ebola, Corona, where it came to be, is the fact. They say Chinese certainly might have developed it in their laboratory, either to be used as a biological weapon in the form of a virus, or they wanted to infect, which of course notably the poor belt is the Africans, and then the Asia, Southeastern Asian countries, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Indonesia, those kind of countries. You know, that is where they will go and test it, but notably in Africa. So when it steps up to be an epidemic, then the United Nations Pedro, Nanka China diaba. And somehow, somewhere, there was a mistake. And one and I said, Obi the call out. So now you and I are here. Bet it, believe it or not. Countries are busy battling their own affair. They are developing their own solutions. But the permanent solution will come from nowhere than the same China. So it has been tested, because there is no country in the world where their laboratory, including Kolebu and including Kumasi, the two teaching hospitals, that has central laboratory. Yemusa Kolebu said, do we have incubated and answer or more virus or more incubated or what? The answer is yes. And no they tested herbal medicine. So could you approve? They take it to the central laboratory to test on those, and one also the Yarena Sebesano. They have them there. Kolebu has not let their viruses out. They have them incubated. Ask any technician, lab technician or scientist. They know they have them. So how China would let loose and let go those viruses, it's only them that they can explain.
There be na omo develop omo de omo here.
And then I'm sure
say other labs.
And then I'm just Kofi. We had a situation when Assad of Syria, only Aleppo, the rebels, or Gassi Womu. Saddam Hussein and Iran, or Gassi Womu. Russia and Chechnya, or Gassi Womu. Afghanistan, or Gassi Womu. Are you getting me? These are biological, chemical weapons that could easily be detected. But what about in the form of sickness? Now let's go back. In the form of sickness, viruses, you know. Now come to the HIV, which is not also different, but this one, the rate of the escalation is with that a human contact. Say this one there, Makodao, but where there through what is it? And lack of hygienic distance. Now the HIV, interestingly, no other country in this world than the same Congo. Do you understand? Ebola 1956 and 1976. HIV 1959, nowhere than the same Democratic Republic of Congo. Tested on human beings. Compare there on the body and say immune. And before they came to that, they named HIV over 4 times. HVTL1, HTL1. Changing names until say United States of America. Somewhere around 1979, before America confirmed say it's 8. But don't forget, at that time, the world leaders of doing the science research, laboratory research to go and cure HIV were United States of America, and then also Japanese. They were the leaders. So the money from the WHO, where the whole world was surcharged to go, the whole world was surcharged to contribute to WHO for us to find out. Because at that time, they didn't think say nipa tuntumbi ni daki any broni because akoda amenenyabi. Because it became an agent. The virus was created, was developed as an agent to finish certain people. And I'm coming on to the South Africa. And these agents were developed by the French, HIV. Are you getting me? So when it was tested in Congo, and they realized, the porter and the apartheid system of South Africa imported it, and they were injecting the black Africans. In Tuba, check here, in the early 80s, mid 80s, late 80s, early 90s, in Ghana, Uganda, is. Do you understand? To make the case a very solid case. What you said. Until the apartheid system came to an end, Nelson Mandela came, and then the health ministry went into the hand of a black man. Then the reduction. Now, But 10, 15 years ago, Uber South Africa, the first thing that rhymes on your mind was HIV. Why is it now? And then we should also ask ourselves, why one sickness have two these names, HIV and then AIDS, acquired immune deficiency syndrome.
Okay. Human immune
virus.
And then when you virus then it gets to a point where your immune system is down. Then
because KOFI, a drone the treated vaccines, all over the world. Obia creating there. And they realize that the vaccines will not suppress. That makes it a human developed virus. They didn't know they themselves, they don't know how they will cure it. Until when it becomes a deficiency syndrome, that is when Oma try effort now now I shift it into that. So you live with it until you die. Because there is no cure. They've tried everything. Bronier transplant to akoko heart betim their mom was sorry nante. Just common simple virus ultimate treaty because they don't know how it was applied. And that is where the business is, because research is going on. Kofi Ubakaya in the early 90s, Ubakaya, the story of Nana Drobo. Nana Drobo, a Ghanaian, or say this virus, the herbs can kill it. Why are you not in Ghana when Japanese, before Sombesi Nuguchi, Japanese for before Nana Drobo didn't call Japan Kumkukun, okay, story. For whichever reason, Nana Drobo ended up in Ghana. Or Baba Sinko ni Krum, share the chemistry in the 90s. Papano, Omukuno, Ebekun, Wangu Japan, or Bakrumha, ni Drobo no Mkukuno. Because indeed he tested and he managed to cure. So at that time the world is taking big money for research. What Africa we are say, what I say, excuse me to use a crab yase, what's when you cure. Now when I almost car homogeno, one a debema. They followed up and the man died. Later you say, Nana Drobuna ni Kunhu. Conspiracy theory. Ghana country up to today. From that time, nobody has ever defined how Nana Drobo died. Tell me the police investigation how it ended.
Wow.
I get me. So the HIV developed and then tested, found in Congo in 1959. The same Congo, Ebola, 1976. Dengue, okay, and then also chikungunya fever in your friend is in Tanzania. And Spanish forces so war Mexico for suppressing my womb. But this corona, it is risky because the China is a hub, a traveling hub, nationals all over Koho. And this one Wuhan, the travel community of the world, Obia fly to China. Yeah. That is why it is gotten to them. I'm yet to see, because UK is battling it. Yeah. Italy is battling it. America also beginning. President Trump, with all due respect, also this is a horse. And they're not China for they should battle their own issue. But now, I say, Obianko Bompaye, he has called the United States reservists, retired nurses under the age of 80, retired doctors. All of them should get on the field within the National Guard. Military Obianko no fighting. That tells you how risky this one is. Do you understand? Yeah. Because Obianya solution. No? Italy, Obi a good chair, medically chair woman. She escalation. Germany,
Italy, they are not
yeah, it is because there's a pop in your pop underground. Opi a bomb pie papa. Kofi Empire okay. When I sent an empire, I know she chair. Pope bomb pie or public.
That's true.
What I say? On any team, any now with them, and no mobile empire with them because nobody knows who is who. That is the risk is said. Kofi, it is a business. That is why I'm going to tell you. It is a business. Viruses of such nature, it is not naturally manufactured. Naturally, sir, it just happened. It is chemically or whichever within the limits of human being, they create it. And they were going to use it as usual and test it on the monkeys of Africa. Then when there's an escalation, then the Europeans and then the power brokers and then the international community, they will be fighting who has the solution. Now Omako said the Ebola that nonsense. Kotika International Airport na the flights begu a koye no. Who how vanish here flights in koye. See ya cure Ebola or Africa. Nanson said nansom de betete ho kakra say Ebola appear baby. It goes on. Go follow me. Only in the diamond countries.
And then omo per diamond.
Because when you are battling, you are quarantine bulldozers in the museum. Do you get it?
Okay.
When they quarantine the Congolese, that was what? Omso omkoye mass grave at the Ebola ayi dead bodies kura gumno. Omko diamond omko na Belgium from the koye. Without any fear or favor.
No, as a walk go to mass grave, but go to diamond.
A business. Let us understand commonsensically. But when no, they take you almost by surprise and they say, because Africa, why the escalation had not been too much, you know. Almost 4 years Ebola testers, you know. African airport to be a even yen to corona no. Obia African be airport. We are still doing it today.
Yeah.
Until at the end of the day, no, London Airport, Heathrow, Frankfurt Airport. They don't have, because they don't have it. They don't have the testers. African now we are benefiting on it. They are now going to develop their own. That is the secret. This is the secret. Until we beside Ghana Aviation, now beside Ministry of Health, our agents who are testers in Ghana, almost saying. Now, who forced them to buy? It was instructed, forced on them by WHO when the Ebola outbreak. Now, Rebecca story be and the Goodluck Jonathan of Nigeria when they say Nigeria near Ebola nipa. Okacho say population is so. Yeah, many nipa but be ade baba be ebokum. That was the end. Nigeria Ebola tibim. Eh?
And almost say omore Deben say Pepe Bio say.
Mention say what tibim.
Bitter cola.
Bitter cola. Do you what tibim say kwanya Nigeria for no pass so ye ke omo there. What tibim?
Baby.
Nigeria coronavirus yet is when you want something what tibim. Because certain countries are wild. That does not mean that it doesn't exist. But you have to be very strong. If you want to be diplomatic about it, you end up killing your nationals. Because Bronina Muna or Bebase or solutions. I will sorry say you were cure or no battle. Americans have it more than Ghana.
Yeah. Because
the interesting thing is that coronavirus has a multiplying effect. One person before said the incubation period of the 2 weeks. Nearby who's confirmed. There are 3 stages, 3 layers. The first one is PUI, person under investigation.
Okay.
The second one is presumptive positive case, the PPC. And the third one is laboratory confirmed. These 3 stages is where we are now. And during the incubation period, during the time, say, Obiya then a presumptive, your friends, a positive case. And sana laboratory check and confirmed. You know. All the people under investigation, you know, how many people have they affected, have they touched, have they had the greetings? Obi free airport aba, what testing is you know, or the virus incubating, stimulating. And to enya kofi a one ne maame akasa ne maame te market
even ehokra na kai be fa na akwasa
me kofi ne maame ne na akasa okwa asori wa hage the girlfriend na hage ne yeso be hage na ka ho I get me that multiplying factor the girlfriend no susu another boy on so to the call na asori ba hage ne sofo otoso po their command wa hage what you say wadana say eko malam suso obi akọ masjid wakosa imam akwe goro also aje ordinate to abompa imam so aje ordinate maslechi okwa hajia na yakani tz wadidi na no so ko. Do you understand me? So the crawling effect before say at long last 1 person 2 persons will go through the presumptive positive case and then leading to laboratory confirmed, you know. Not the PUIs. People or persons under investigation no mass atrep Kofi Ubejina say and I say the shoulder what you say Kofi Uni person and now Kofi Aduma no mbekasa o man nyina no na ekasa oba ne won yire o ne girl o ni nua o ne papa o de akofie and that is where it sweeps. That is the risky of this particular one. And then virus bang. And when was the virus determined or say when was it developed? They name it coronavirus disease 19. We are talking about 2020 in year as we say. Meanwhile, there had been already production of certain disinfectants now human coronavirus as a treatment into develop brain. there were disinfectants and now in certain countries. Human coronavirus capable of curing human coronaviruses. Adensu was named 2019. So if it was named 2019, China for no the corona, and this is because of the might and the power and the strength and the rich. Okay, the value of the economic value of China and India. Nobody can point. Say China, who cross high virus, ask of the name of the corona. Corona is a Spanish word. It is a crown, a ring or a crown with lights. Let somebody understand and explain to us. China, we not the one for Chinese name and for antivirus. Because Spain is also noted in creating viruses that are crown viruses. What do you say? Now let's come back another virus. Apollo. Apollo, we are saying, it's not gone. It will never go. Who brought Apollo? It's the Americans. In 1969, when United States, the astronauts, the NASA, almost called moon, they realized the shuttle they were coming with and had so much viruses. And they didn't want to take it to the United States. They ejected that and sent the shuttle to the Sahara Desert, Niger. So all the 16 West African countries, so they call it a West African eye disease. Nonsense. But at the end of the day, the same West Africans need to call Apollo a call. But before then, no, next car till today, no, because a business and the WHO, World Health Organization, are running. Says I can say the lobbying pharmaceutical companies of the world are almost pay money, volumes, and then in Africa, thank God say yeah, the escalation in you too much. A buy any this stick, Guns and Roses. Seka kran abai kran ha etuo kran ha na rose kran munkotua enye se ba ye moamo ni a search agem no makwa kotua no makogiska no your friend research fee no machiska no madi but this time around no when na ekogiska or WHO and they say no scientists no obi ade ne bail beko but who pays who ko what them chen into a business na abrofo ni WHO omni aya normally on the Africans. But where they unfortunately no, man testing your home. But the end point na ka ha number testing kofi samre no enki ahye. Na ko ma be surprise because that time we consolidated budget da ho no. Ye ka se frabra ne enki o wa obegya de ahye omunsem. No imagine no de to cafe no omonom cafe. Na ko ma didi. But you say no, Adena, Germany, France, United Kingdom, the Great Britain, Adena Americans Obian can't just say positively no. China no call then say I have solution. Now one virus it grounded the whole world economic activity. I getting me? Planes are not moving, trains are not moving, schools are shut down. There had never been any of such kind of the large quarantine in the whole world of the world history than this one. What is that? It's biological weapon. But somebody must look at the face of Chinese and tell them they also refer you what you've done. Because China feels say we're all only the largest and the biggest exporter of the world products. And Toano cannot sit back. Now UN, United Nations, through the WHO, there be Americans, any British, any Germans, any Japanese, any Koreans, only they did science research is scar. Yes, you'll be deep. Govin come here touch me, you're very sorry why. Oh, you are. Okay. Obeji back one. I'm being Kofi Africa for we. I can't do anything. I can't touch me. We can't touch, but the empire is like a cancer. The corona need hit me from. Do you understand? Kofi, we have from Bajibiana. Do you understand what I mean? And it is a serious business that they run. And the China no, obianti mean country China say, what is that virus no? And if it is coronavirus disease. 2019 no na sa virus no ho no anka mo biante na de omo ko he mo na de omo ko he obianti min kan and they say na it say obian cure and yan na Kofi yeni scientists a ombetima cure no utie shatawale so obiani prekese yan shase ne yan prekese ne well I mean utie anything that goes so Senegal for
so say we say alcohol base say very good nti ama man for so atwegu apetese so we say
apetese alcohol no so no fine makura bi amene ti say onu say no menye sure so betimanya because
we apetese
na banga we apetese kanchi onu bisa no so onu de oso de bi ntimi nya
asemu
Kofi enti these are viruses. I was telling you about Apollo. 1969 when United States went to the moon. Omo bano wanfa virus with the shuttle now called NASA America. Base. And obeja to Niger. Apollo 10 and 11. And abepim ne we have that issue. And day in and day out, you know, they are still producing medication for Apollo.
Eye drops in here.
Eye drops.
But the Ghana had a bar, uchim omamino fusioguso. And I say, unya epunsia, tissue for
that time, San Nufusio now work on no authentic one. Yet this time, sir, slave queens Nufusio no one. Kofi just no.
Slave queens Nufusio.
Nana dear, they are no mdi. Yeah, my mama dear, you're talking about the content of the food that we're eating, no? And then I know what that kind of energy. There's an energy, maybe one him for you. Ah, Kofi will be the idea me and Yama or no. Breast milk ni bit ma survive na etima ki obi Kofi me o de na ma bi nya o na kwase obi mfa ne nufusuo megu ani so ani ampra Kofi ado what are you talking about?
No, so slave queen's breast milk cannot cure
Kofi, it will not cure anything. Bed akokoba aye bed cry intimi cure any eye problem. Bed Kofi me fa but the way now we interview no sorry go people don't put you on that.
No, but it's aside that tuberculosis is so bad.
Kofi, tuberculosis.
Yeah.
The same tuberculosis, years in thousands years, was an American product. The Spanish agents used tuberculosis on the same Mexicans. Tuberculosis was first seen in the United States. Areas history developed. Daki for America, it was to shut them, their limbs, their lungs and everything. That was how tuberculosis came. Tuberculosis, that time, Kofi, over 25-30 years ago, no. Oka Kumasi Konfanochi, D word. Oka D word. Ya duomi na kubuo. Na senior so home anu abenya, we home obenya. Up to now, tuberculosis home di ho aduraba because it's developed virus. You can't cure it. So now all what they could do is they are only going to build and develop what is called suppressants, something to suppress the virus. But the cure, it comes to permanent. You can't cure it. Until the end point is yanko vaccination. Near vaccinate so that you will not go it. But obi awanya bibiano any the war system nimini there. Kofi obi ajihunska. So there will be now a trade war. There will be now a lobbying war. There will be now a diplomatic war. There will be a scientific war. There will be an engineering and technological war. Who has the first medicine to cure coronavirus? Because the donor nations of the world, one of them are the Arabs. Saudi Arabia is one of the world's biggest donor nations when it comes to medical. Because of the Mecca. Are you getting me? Kuwait, Qatar, and then the kingdoms, Bahrain, Oman, Jordan, these countries, they are the leaders when it comes to volunteering or donating money for cure of world epidemics on African continent and other places. But if I should step you back, in the 80s, when African countries were forced to donate and give money for HIV research, Muammar Gaddafi, the reason is that my people are sexually disciplined. In African countries in Ghana, HIV, those kind of foolish things in here. Now Gaddafi won't be. What happened? 11 nurses from Bulgaria, because Libya, like Dubai, like other Arab countries, were relying solely on foreign medics. They were relying on foreign professionals. Libya, no one nurse or nyakra. They didn't mean yet. So what happened? Omoko injected Benghazi Hospital, Guyunis Hospital, any Tripoli Hospital, and crime more than 15 and no more HIV. Then the same nurses and doctors in Beka say, and crying HIV. Gaddafi said, no, I will not agree to this. Subject the parents to test. So he decided to hand.
The parents,
they didn't have inject. to force Gaddafi to donate. And also Semetia for researcher. Mekum sa nurses no. In 1989, he had 11 nurses of Bulgarian origin. A torture home no kind of say the French and a contract room by a Sardian. He hung 2 of them. And Pope Mumina do Manuji Uja 11 and 9 and no deport 2 more Mukoy. Whatever the Gaddafi did to those kids, it hangs in the balance. And Libya, Obianti HIV, Asem, during the time of Muammar Gaddafi. The coaches, wow, the virus will be welcome. If I catch you, I'll kill you. This is a known case. Kofi can research. Guyanese Hospital in Benghazi, 1988-89, where the Libyan deliberately they infected and then infected Libyan kids. Ne papa ne mama nya bi nkra da hospital bi da incubator and wo. Oh, and to this kind of conspiracy gimmick. Now abedu corona. Unfortunately no. Kofi, it has spilled over the board. Yeah. Now here the most interesting, some of us, because we understand the dynamics of some of these things, you know, and we laugh at it. Say, it take 10 days. 10 days. When America said they are going to shut down all flights coming to the United States from Europe. Yeah. When other countries started putting travel ban, then WHO said that thing is pandemic. If it is pandemic, it means that it has crossed borders and frontiers and barriers and nations and countries. Therefore, a issue of every country be dealing with issues. Obi akone there. And now kasi ya tu kolibum ya tu African country ya mobo. Se me ne president Akufo-Addo anka ma curfew.
Kabede.
Munko market munko digwa obi anko na kame ma curfew.
Se curfew ya
I'm telling you honestly. Daytime obi antre fi onidi. Munko to bode. Ya de tell ye nti say other places are on American shelves so. Yeah. Eso munya konkonte. Why be export to konkonte ka America say they abrofo be si adi no. Konkonte umpe bia de omunya. Ebi nsu asa. Plantain. This is the time as African yes ka because body no go up pro. Omo export mama. Conform by everybody and papa bromo no. I'm telling you. Konkonte. Why be konkonte ko America say we ye di nsu ehegu silidi. Abrofo no be di papa. Because their food. And they don't know how it is going to happen. So United States of all people till today, it is too premature and too early to release the buffer. Because buffer stocker, a bit might contain American population of 350 million during the Third World War, if there should be any. Adentina wake it wama Costco ni bibia asa, omie na nukran kasai. Omu nim dia beba, country bia nim dia beba. Germans say they are studying it quietly. They are following the events. The France anything no obiante budget de be African countries because untimi search age Ghana untimi ka so obia metu eska because one ka say wiki o de how do you come and collect money to procure and in a man pandemic me if I were to be head of state of Ghana not only to tell the schools say we move vacate Kofi
no you would have called for schools to shut down
shut down man crying na be say what issue obi an kwatena fie no ntane maame nchen ubie gate abete gate anu achuti no atum Kofi say obi an go wutu ba bi o because
I think say can also be boa because cases here nke yehu nka it is easy to identify say and spread it now if you identify crana the number
Kofi na me choose aha crowd there say yes ye to free number wa free bi ahwe o ya fa kwatete ho na hwe hwe fairness ni bi ma obi to free for obi mfa na ka chen say wanya dari akura na wo fi say corona so do be si hangi no obe hangi phone no na nation there were 2 numbers what they say wo share aibia some small videos be all out saboba border yeah saboba border migration head sanitizer my imagine say me deal with kura me de kwa ko Ghana migration mfa nkomam sanitizer ba ko kura ni ho ba ko ebi ni ho what you say oba ha kwa na bi kwa alatesem na betima ye adwuma yi true alatesem na betima ye adwuma no
because let us semina because you know abrofuna ka chen say ono ne sanitizer na oye disinfectant no na ye because broni de chemical wom woni me ma let us semina be abi obi hu pro cry sa de we say ayi ade na gugu nkofo achi what they say chicken pox na that enya let us semina no the cure Injale na mu introduce na mo kopa disinfectant mo nto let us semina nkoma Ghana border aflawo ni aflayi alubo mo nkoma migration won from say corona bit my nsa ho what they say yeah they need their coffee we have every means to push it away we have every means to secure because that escalation you coffee escalation but say Italy coffee ni baba mobo let us not joke with it. Let us not joke with it. When United States speaks, say, the reservists, the National Guard, Obianco Fielder, don't take it for a joke. They will not say it for nothing. Germans are on standby, telling all their legal, their medics, their professionals, say, Obia should be on alert. Now say, Omo diano mandatory testing omo yano. Ekrum sahase ubeye ewo. Obey ewo kofi na ati danso man achimota side ho se o de me mfa voluntary testing kram misio se anya sofu bia na imam bia nka che se wa abakwa akwa test bi kra benya what they say the education but kofi we are talking as if say Accra is the only place that is Ghana. That is the only thing that saddens my heart.
Omekoye anachi supremo na watche na fidi da say I was forced I had some share because ye na se no na nate ho ye duru ha na meka tire exact say chale yade no nti ye ntire o se Kofi ye ncha ne nko horo ye nsa ho enti say with dim na ochia
when they self quarantine because say
odabi o me wie na Kofi detergent egu kan ni menya
Kofi detergent kota latte semna ne ja detergent there be no na
okay
kota latte semna egu kan mu ese do mu yense o mu cha latte semna this is where the money comes nanke yeso no Africa ya package ye ho ya latte semna sa brofwe latte semna what you say we ya de sa yi sa de na no mu ye no chicken pox ko etimi no monyi we na so nanke yeso ya de kone eton latte semna nanke yeso ya de ko the economy no more you do. You take advantage of them the same way they take advantage of us. Kofi aji wo munsem.
No, let's take Ghana. And you are calling for say the bena yen shut it down we anyway.
Kofi gathering.
Okay.
The Ghana, as you and I know, the difficulty for a Ghanaian leader and not one across board to look at the face of the churches and the imams, the mosque. Another grouping say, Mamunyewe, they cannot do it. They don't have the balls. Certain jurisdictions in America, they started quarantining them. They started banning congregation of 500 people. Yeah. And on the bar, now 20. They will scale it down to about 10. And it is a risky thing. Now you're in there, so for back on no, on you're close to them, or to her. Obetimenya congregation of 2,000 people. Emino onyamia ebio Kofi Yanchan up to this weekend. Testimony I will be back or say soft be the uba begin say onya corona soft abompaya manako. Ube hu that nonsense ukruma. And you need Kofi, you need the gravitas and the strength and the power of a leader. And Kofi, I'm challenging Anado to tell all the imams, including my mosque. Including the mosque, including national imam, tell the face of all the pastors and all the churches, say, let the people, let them stay at home if you want to control. Kofi, modi nipa 5,000, 2,000, jina sorry them, mo bumpire from anajo, God will not come there because God says you didn't apply the wisdom. We are Jimmy for. Do you understand? So we should sit the people down in the house. And the home say school already no ya born. Let's sit back near and share what goes on there. Kofi yan de nyame abon and say woko village bia obetimanya but the baba ni say krase nkofo be wi abode. Do you understand? What is a krase for kronfon? Body what the body gu kwa ho Ghana so krase kro no bio
onza wo de brode egu kwa ho munwia but the farm no di obekwa akotwa e ma na ton onza ade so ho no omtim di gu kwa no akwa that 3 days nego what I say aha utobia ogina shout ra no maba but the whole farm no obi wa akowia me achinde na police station enti yen sensitize the country, the president, the national how do you call it, information ministry. Kofi, information about fine, but for me it doesn't push me.
No, say minister press conference one more year, you know. Almost say they don't want to push fear.
What
we,
is
we
the?
Should, we should. That was one thing. What can I say? There shouldn't be any panic.
There should be panic. What is Upon Kroma talking about?
There should be panic.
There should be panic and fear.
But that will break down the economy.
That should break down the economy. It doesn't matter. Even the way the economy is breaking down, how much more your economy you don't export? And then you export to. Chaco, BJ now export to. Apart from the cocoa season, why export to cocoa? They now export to. Cham they export to.
So we should panic.
Put fear and panic in the people so that they will sit up. And that is the sensitization. Because Minister of Information, of course, budget na year to ono. Say sensitization. Me area, but what is it will be announcing Kabia Bejina ho. What is a Kabia Bejina announcing in the night? And now with television to say more Romans out running water. When the check class or television or need electricity, when you running water and what's them. How do you sensitize the villagers? But sir, if they are self-quarantined, what is the meaning of the lockdown? The lockdown is because just to alert people who are not aware to understand what is going on. Okay. Are you telling on only production or turn the machine one day affecting about $3 million, you know, 3 million euros, you know, or no quite to the machine. Why won't produce BBA? Kokoni banking out to the roadside. You can't say what is the point? We are joking. I was amazed to hear that they don't want to create fear and panic. You don't want to create fear and panic. And to television, more beyond TV, more beyond shade. That is the fear and panic enough. Are you getting me?
I get you.
Burkina, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, now Nigeria one, YNT 2, 3, third and fourth cases. A country in Ghana, 38 million populated country in West Africa. Leaders in everything, leaders in diplomacy, leaders in everything. Ghana bet top West Africa. What's on creative fear and panic? Are we crazy? Nigeria, beside Yatiha, Yenya Sofu Kromaka says they have arrested Ebola. Your friend say Corona, 1 TB. Not on the land of Ghana, never no more. It will never, because Ebola be amaha. Ebola be bahaka. Brofon will suppress the news because Hana no omujis can free call. Hana no ombe discount. Ntomka se bi waha. They have to move. But where there, untimi nyina ho, nyina congregation, it must be the Minister of Information should come out with legislation. The Parliament should sit down and talk and make laws. Say, we are soft, we are mum. Nobody should speak on the subject. Say, or what drew. You must go to the prisons. It's a stupid capital talk, without any fear, without any favor, without any reservations. Nonsense. Ono country away or drama, no class or maybe I are any free. Why what to would you drone in the coffee? Malaria. Ufri unkra bring back him Samrin. Our any fear. Malaria draw sand do send one. Every year. That is the business of the WHO and the pharmaceutical companies. Malaria do a tom and Africans near Tomine. I said you can't chloroquine. What chloroquine? Abasa. I test the Timunina and Lanos BBR every year. What do they do? The WHO shuttle, they go and lobby. Woman materials come near the production, near the solutions, near the amamo. And here the money we say, only they produce malaria and malaria near home tree. Aha! Abrofunya malaria, what they are the brain, be Lanos, you know, a lunat, whatever. They don't take it. Omnim said, Bruno, because solutions be scientists, laboratory bin omaye, and woman they are the brain. Special. Over we are now other damaging lungs. Coffee, it is a when you come out now, would there be any man? What is Shannon Mobedu? I come to nobody. Etibusabako said, if the same virus, if the same diseases, if the same infection, if the same fever is called malaria, whichever way we classify it, and then malaria non quantum, there be a changing every year.
I won't say a year resistant because a drone be a while. Course, I say will be fun. Or far so far the whole week. Or far 3 days nice and hot tonic can we jay in Tiama and 1 plus
company modify Argentina. Change a cost Switzerland now. Adecha Austria. pharmaceutical giants in Switzerland, Austria, Germany, United States, UK, France, Belgium, Japan. But what we are interested in, Japanese are the leaders of the research. But what would Japanese medicine waha? Uncle pharmacy say open Japan drew that. Japanese produce their medicine for Japan. But also there are research solutions, edema other countries, no say develop drug, no say atama WHO. Ghana company nim. Do you understand the system? It is a toy game, a business. And it's a unko for say nyame aboa na yenyanya that bigger ina. Say no 170 people are under surveillance. Is that not the case? PUI, people under investigation. 170. Ma check 170 no. Baby omkwaye. Ebi adro akurase. Wakok public treatim. What you say? Akoso so gate no. A corona ne ho wo ho. What did them Michelle? Wakoso te wo ho. And what they are sorry. Do you understand? And wabafie. Now let's look at it and let me tell you news in be. We know upon Kroma, let us look at realities. Unless there's a contest between realities and assumptions. And in matters like this, we don't deal with the assumptions, we deal with the realities. That is where governance and that is where politics, which is a complete funny tales. Because we see we do airports, you better follow the traces of their health card. Adria Corre said we must have a form. No. Watch a PO box. Until we share their 2 boxes, we say, oh, bad, that's a bra. Street name, bien, or no free gun and near, or no free 10 years ago, no, only street name. Who could have the street name, who him? We have the man who him. There be a harmonium name. And American Baumia, His Excellency in the map on so coverage. What the Uber crack of your Ira? Do you understand? Coffee Uber about you in our Ira. Chow the kiosk can once and one number. And she signed the panel of my failure forms for airport. No address is Ben on the Mae. What address have they given there? What could form now? Coffee nothing. Nothing. BBN is so to trace anybody, to track anybody. And you also have proper tracking there. The whole aircraft in a buyer. What manifest? The only thing you can track is their names. What you more him? And it's a no beat him or the buyer. Kofi Aduma catch me say. And I said, Minister said, all the cases were imported cases. Imported, yeah. They didn't fly in isolation. They flew on an aircraft which had over 370 passengers. Any pan one way. Are you getting me? Kofi, are you getting me? One who 6 imported cases into Wenyaji said the cases are imported. It was not manufactured within. It is not from within. But Omobano, now Otibase so. Yan concofa all the traces now on Kofonica airline on the buy. Yan check his seat. Now she said next person or turn in channel. Sandy pano, yan call you card. I get me. Obi or coffee. Did one or sepa bra on failure mammy. What failure mano? Ne box ya minim. Telephone number minyango bintimini number. Coffee, Obi a church number be a one chair immigration womasem. Is it a mandate? And I'm mandatory say Obiadu airport health card and the telephone number. Near friend say number connect you be. And the paper now what does it make?
Yes, you fail, but they don't call to check a Sebia.
So how do you do the tracking? The tracking and the tracing? Mostly
outside, they will ask for maybe a walk say a hotel, you have to prove. Say you fear, you have to give a number. Everywhere they do checks and call.
Kofi.
But
Kofi Mayanka Accra. Any Kumasi asem. Ka obi a okọ ukrom ho, go fi hin na free.
Brekum area ho nyina. But say
Kofi, amanfo ni phone say de ohunu sa no. Obu ani phone adum by 3 days. Number the share so ya ne brother obe share na airport number no the share so. Ne brother an kwa ne battery wu ama na onu kra no ni phone so. What did then e track is any pan. O friend na who near birthday your friend say look KLM the buy your friend say bra they always say doom phone what is I mean to your pra even as we speak we supposed to tell Oma Omoti the national your friends say host numbers in so Kofi busani pandi the language that they understand language more cabrofu ni person the cabrofu. Have you asked that? Did you ask the Minister of Information about that? What is the modus of the language?
At a point hono na omo ye twi summary kakra. At some point
Kofi, and then I'm sure say if we are coming out as a country for solutions, sir, all these things, because there were a whole lot of passengers arriving, you and I know, Kofi, on Timi in Fapen or fail form, and any fault, and normal, how you crew is him, young cohort. Very normal.
Okay, let's look at airport. Was saying Shishaya or Mode Eguho, but Shannon so say Yane Farouk Al Wahab or international diplomatic consultant or representing countries Bikra Ghana, and so he's giving us fact. But let's find out. Say what is so wrong? Say I say to say the America I say prima flights in free European countries. Emma womo because of said the yade na ye Ghana now ye de say wako country bia yade no nipa enya bi wa country no ebro 200 udru Ghana in fact flights no kra mo mfa wo ma omo send that communication all flights.
I have my issue with that, with all due respect, and for the ministry and the honorable minister and his team that came to speak. Sorry, Kofi. Say Obi of free country and nipa more than 200. Yeah. How do you determine? By radio news. Ask them, how do they determine the 200? Obi free Hungary neighbor. Because I want kind of CNN. O modus of a year now what they check is say o free country neighbor ne 200 nipa more than 200. It's only to rely on the news. Is that not it?
Yeah.
What about countries like Dubai that have suppressed their news? Because of Expo 2020, Dubai first started planning of Expo 2020. Kofi, there is 10 years and they are planning. And news from Dubai is not coming out. Yeah. But let us not forget, say, Emirates, say, or a Nipa, Kabakas or a prostitute airline, are almost everywhere in the world. What the Nipa Nyabe converge Dubai from the whole Asia, from including China. Tamana, Wuhan, case in Statian, Emirates, no, that pretty. Guangzhou, Hong Kong, Beijing, Busan, Osi Babia. Do you understand me? Yeah. Ethiopia Airlines. Tell me, Crown declares say other flights Crown Ethiopia Airlines will nyai. On the obeko. Do you understand? Na they na oka say nipa 200. Country awo 200 no. Country awo ministry and I said the team. Every day who our radio so. I can't television so said country no 200 but country also one can resources say it is so be free Dubai bar. What do you do? Dubai okay Israel for den Kofi mobo keke mobo before say Israel who here no now or more than 1,000-2,000 cases into Banjul airport Otum I was supposed to be there. I can't. What to Banjul airport completely to deal with the inside. That is how countries go with definite and then very strong decisions.
But Ghana, we've not gotten there to shut up.
We haven't gotten there because the fact said, airline now no pretty one. Say no, KLM, on Timin call any American destination, revenue no, I severed into a background. Hey, Royal Netherlands, the flight to background, in Jahin Obeko, any Akadi Obeko. We don't have the balls. Confidence all the secret. We don't have the balls. The aviation ministry cannot tell them say member. Only can tell UK so more ma. But when you work Ghana Airways and Kasamre no, come catch us more me fancy you. What are they say? A concept. Coffee a game. A mindset game. Enti me bacho coffee there why you go out. Many ministers ni nyadwene, many ministry nyadwene, many team ni nyina nyadwene. Omo be man new president sa ayin kwan Kofi it doesn't when country be no work at 200 numbers. Obi 1,000 on kan. Dubai obi no in the numbers. Was suppressing no foreign news and abeka corona. I mean I earn on the television. Does it mean say need Dubai? Or no why have John the heat. And this will be for Dubai. That's why Dubai National Emirates no Baha. Now see 200 cases in Obama and Roma. Allow the person to enter.
But I say Uramukra, no, so we are Ghana national. That one, you better pay ama waba. But
you self quarantine. Kofi ko so be self quarantine na. Obi asi former Kofi, ye de na ye ntuma hia na airport. Ofra ntuma na oka mu, Kofi akwa akosu. Wo so onko self quarantine.
Okay, when you ye.
Oh, Kofi. Kofi
when you ye ofie nti.
When you ye friend no ba, ye de ntuma hia airport. Kofi ko pa yem ko sisi na nwuma British Airways hwe nipa om frantuma wo musu aye ko hye o airport na hwe se oni se nipa no ofi ayi na ba countries e bi wo sa obekọ self quarantine o de dia be na kokọ obekọ yere mamu nyina mawu.
So you think we are not being serious enough?
No, we are trying. We could do better. That is the word. We could do better. When world have taken decisions, I'm saying, say, West Africa, Ghana tops all now. Now, we put PUIs, people under surveillance, 170 with 6 cases confirmed. Within this period, you know, when the case do confirmed, 6 cases, you know, yet your airport and you confirm you do. They were already in the system and reported. Entini mamia hagna what difficult. Oni ni nua didi wako su wa tilapia wasori ko
kwaku upon apia wase papa ye guy hey he understand the system too much Allah oda say sometimes when you talk this they will say you are insulting our leaders but insult now they can they mean kind of perpetual banners was say I live in is it Washington? Okay, we have 3 cases so far, and all schools.
Yes, three cases.
Three. Two schools in What about Ghanaians that are citizens of different countries? Citizens of different. If you are a Ghanaian, you have to show say oh you're Ghanaian.
And you say if you know where nearby, and no Ghanaian, and no cry Norwegian passport. If Denmark have more cases. Scandinavia in Ubia cases into so or a Ghanaian and that country's national holding their passport number. Yes, by virtue of citizenship or a Ghanaian citizen naturalized with nationality of another country. Or no ban no catch say or messenger their own call. And then Italy for the free you buy Italy. And then Italians the free China buy. All those they brought it, they imported it from China. Italians. But to whom we are none 12,000. Now taking the bold steps of Italian Prime Minister from Firenze, Bologna up to the north, Padova, Mestre, Valencia, Vicenza, Verona, all up to Milan, baby, quarantine will be
You have only 3 reasons to get out of the house.
What?
No, you need a place. Jail 3 months.
That is what we're talking about seriously. Now do catch you be free. Newport country and 200 and you be in the bar. One son, ya catch us your flight Bernard ko arrangements ben why. Star night no flight Bernard never for. What they never to him.
How much I say they will communicate to the airlines. Into no airline no cram foul near Dwaba.
Kofi Adoma.
Farouk have me you.
We here be ana.
Say there. Kakra na ade so ya abuse
na we na show dia agba but yana wa quarantine we face kakra.
Papa.
We for be quarantine we face.
E bia na money bi na area ha. O ma betare manim. Hey.
Is Adoma? Which you mean? It's not an easy joke. And you did your agronom. It is a Yamia boy and then year.
Wait, I know she papa.
I know she said quarantine office. Could we a friend fish out quarantine? And to where the corona intimate stand.
Yeah, I know she
could be a good pa.
I know she
a good pa. Edigovi, a serious case said. We need Obi Obaka said we don't need to create panic, you know. Kofi, we are joking. We must create the fear and the panic so that the people who haven't heard it must hear it. Do you understand me? na nipa nten bo ase se otena fie se marketer yehu how to coordinate the women to go on the market either than that Kofi sahase na escalate Kofi na country oba wato no bo ase go through pregnancy anyim 9 months or from other form Kolibu the leading hospital in West Africa other form yentimi kan ho asem na obi a ono na nya corona na so me nipa 20 cases o nurses yesen o doctors yesen nansi ayu other sisters say join say on the 6 March yes maami bi omo force man ko self quarantine or maternity ward or Kolebu what I say enu crash ade said the doctors into tutu om ka adwane ye no Kofi obi akofi o akofi akodware amanira ye nkwa amani di o shempase adum ni phone wa ba be friend is aduma
but they serious
enti yenteki bo
America de no de aye hu ne me ne adehye ni bia ohodi nkoma plane na omo komuni yatoto schools enti no ne ma no nko school
yes
enti obi a ne ba ya akra keto esenka ode ne koma
nani
na we say obi a enye no so no nso kwa adwuma eno ntimi nya akra no nso go fie wan kwa adwuma nso a problem
but they've made provisions for that Kofi they've made provisions say no company that is why the stimulus plan of a country a serious nation ombe stimulus plan and that plan will take care of all these things they will pay people the companies must pay the people you cannot severe and starve them no they will be paid accordingly those who can work from the house must work from the house the factory ya tumbia no betua workers neka this is the stimulus plan na ha say no you will be sir
you tumi asema ba
Kofi obi sir o budget ni yesai o country national strength 1 month what I say Kofi nsema be si kroma bi ni enti yan fa away a ye betima so ano escalate anyi ensem rather than say ye be play politics around it say ye mpese be panic what I say parliament ni na say mo mutena fie
parliament
ezo mutena fie
then that is just state of emergency
Kofi congregation of more than 100 people is dangerous. It's dangerous.
So parliamentarians should be.
Maybe I may say my biggest problem has to do with the mosque and then the church. Yeah, the answer the shoulder to shoulder. And I can when you pa bompa here we on share new Muslim. Say no be see achiano. Which chair left, what chair right? Me do na to ncheno. What's that chair do tie ni nipa be for be chi o mansa no akọ. Such sensitization the enu must let you. Such sensitization some my enchiano. Come must let you share. Ya chakra sa hagika hu. Hey. Oh. Kofi. Na me ma come must let you ni akoya sorry na mi ya sorry ya to fatia. Assalamu alaikum. Ya to fatia. Na me sorry I will be jina Islam na ka jen say me dem shoulder na be chian. Kofi anya adwuma. Obi anu obeti ase ozongo. Allah
because of that and me and mama nkokra
enti yankodi a otwe o sajeda why so adu aka tas be a wa bompa ye sorry wa wasem but say under the circumstances anya other countries Middle East a lot of countries must like o matutum are you getting me to the extent say Israel what to old Jerusalem no tourists allowed to the Jerusalem city. Now, are you God more than them or are you decent? Do you know God more than them?
But wait free Austin Black or was the US is seeking prayers and you want us to close churches?
Seeking prayers. One can't just say the whole America. One can't just say the whole America 350 million people no Obia Major Street so no empire. One can't Obia and saw them. Jakes. TD Jakes. I don't know
we're closing it.
The congregation is saying. So what are we talking about? Seeking prayer does not mean say munko transfer them. Is that the only place that we pray? Yeah, na hypocrisy. You feel say baby a bomb pie near sorry them. And I say maslachi. But these are the places say kokra is akudin se hunu. Maslachi they are intense.
Thank you.
They chaba. Ever tissue in chaba.
Was it Kofi? I'm even as a frontline nurse. who comes in contact with patients daily. Kofi, $100 million has been put in place by the government, but up till today, a whole collaboration with different departments doesn't have protective material to screen daily patients who even come for review. That's how bad, risky the condition is. Kofi, I think government has to set up to make provision for before we see suspected cases and run away from them. So we have nurses
already no mujane. Okota hospitals say you mistake now kafa. Nurses in abeko few. Kofi is not a joke. We have mistake
by police if we in so and nothing protective.
Abandon.
So number check a license.
Abandon the window more budget.
No, but one thing, so yeah, we are mobile. Sika physical cash.
Kofi on na asem ne wo.
Physical cash you cry transfer.
Already yes sika na mu efi dada. And na baby esika nu ewura pa say na bia ba bedu no. Kofi nye easy o. Nyame hu e mobile. Why?
No, but don't say yeah, lucky cry say na any system no. So our monies are when people start coming no.
Yeah, try. The whole thing is say you take bold decisions. Bold measures. Coffee 2 weeks. Yama 2 weeks. Near sure what is happening around the world. Solutions, of course, will come. Definitely. But then total elimination there, it will never. This virus is not coming to say, maybe no. Corona comes to be added to one of the world pandemics. Diseases are ABA. The only thing is that we be develop vaccines to support. And no. It's come to stay. Because we are able to identify the last person a corona you cure no. And how do you cure it? It can never be cured again. In Jaffa never cook coffee, ever travel India 1.3 billion 4 billion population, China 1.4 billion population, Ghana 38, Nigeria 370, near Dadin all these countries of the world. I feel the big crab could they are just only a news item. They are of course on coffee and more.
Wisdom, yeah, I would say Spain is now 7,000. Hey. I say this man is speaking human wisdom, and this disease is frustrating every human wisdom. Yes, in your boy. Was it traveling on a VIP air-conditioned bus will be risky at this time? And you know why? In fact, generally, no. And then answer say buy a hano. Your trusty system, your trust system, no. Say a jinsemu Ghana. Abroche UK near ada say o check your bon say train ni nipa ni sisim nketenke che say obi art ni fie nti nipa ni sisim but
car kra nkofo ntu na Danam street so car kra wa team na wa ye enclosed no
still people are makola nipa gbo peso agbobulation nipa gbo peso
ko Jamestown nkofo ada Zongo Junction Kofi a big issue.
Final words.
My final words ni say Kofi a challenge. Indirectly this is to tell us say God liveth. God lives. What I say? These are all things you can't say nyame kan nyama we say ho asem. Say yare bi beba ebi kwa ye nya ho aduro. But me I foresee said this we are we nyame na be said ye na be say we are we. What I say? The final word is caution. The final word ni say politicians must reason up and they must rise up to the occasion. What I say? Okay. They must now invoke abilities, intelligence, not only, but wisdom, application. How we resolve this? Party A, Party B, Party C at this material point, accusations, finger pointing and all those things, it will not. Let's treat it as a national issue, just like how it is declared, say, it is a world issue. Yes, you treat here, they say national issue. Whatever pragmatic steps, I see a bit matiki. Ama this you will say no. Yet me, ye reduce you. Say yet me more. We have to take. good or bad. We should not massage the issues. We should not pamper the issues. We should deal it drastically, relevantly, as it is. If we don't do that, now say create fear and panic. The time the fear and the panic will erupt as a volcano, then we see how you arrest that fear and how you arrest that panic. So there's a need for us to create that fear and panic now than to raise that alarm future where you have no solution. Because KOFI, common hand gloves. Common hand gloves. Go to the polyclinics around. They don't have it. Now, part of the news, as we heard today, was that they are going to contact the local pharmaceutical companies. I would have expected, said, the local pharmaceutical companies now on the sit. Because Senegal is doing that. They are producing their own hand gloves and the nose guards as we speak now. Not now they are going to do it. But I'm saying, say, KOFI Ghana has topped all West African 16 nations with corona cases. And we are going to be hit by other countries. Disallow Ghanaians to come. There is this fear of it. And yes, they are so creative fear and panic in India. Unsuppressing news, you know. More undeclared. No one joke with it. So one declare their own creative fear and panic. Now declare say 6 there. Nigeria need 6. Who declare say 6 there? Cote d'Ivoire so 2. Who declare say 6 there? Kenya say or 1. Who declare say there? Botswana mo ebi or 1. Africa country ni bi or kon there. On can be kra. Yanti be from Niger. Yanti be from Chad. Algeria and Kasai. Other countries in Kasai. And yet usu yedin. Now use your intelligence method, your medical methods. I also do kiono. I will do your solutions. Never calm it down. Now so be announce so. Now be creative. Said the young Ghana all the time. No first in the air. Now hear news. Yeah the memo friends a press conference. Now press no echo. Now hear press you now soon creative fear and panic there. Young share how it unfolds. China. Masa, I'm confirmed quite you mention a dozen. I'm telling you. And I was so pacho omuntia se untimi nyi obi adio. Obi obi amadwuma ntimi nyi adio. No nkofo trotro no mfa nko adwuma. What they say? Make us a disinfectant spray no enkoma start. What they say? Okay. Running water, you can't if you do those na running water nko ebi wom. Running water with soap.
But I you know try na man and run it. But what segu cap ma let it run.
Running water. When you can running water, no baby every corner be obenya running water. Who fear do do say na running water no. Running water do do say ni wom. KOFI nyame hu ya mobo. Na onhwe yiye. What they say? Na ye nuam susu a omo akwantuo mu. KOFI om de no very. Omo asem ni hia say. Baby a Ghana ni obi a no. We pray to the Almighty God say on fan in san kan omo na onye dey. On guide you omo. Now Ghana ni bia so outside bia no say kobase the possibility say I was say obefia. Please note say the life is not only you. The life is also your mom, your parents who are out there. If you have any symptoms, treat it out there and seek the necessary assistance. A hono ebetima boa dan say obeba because you come here and endanger the life of the masses. And when it is comparatively na Saudi Italy na share Italy de alcohol na de be compare say na si Ghana ha where enanke wo what I say because when Ebola came Sierra Leoneans have to leave the dead bodies in rooms, leaving bodies to decompose. In Congo we saw it and then the person shana nti yen nyina no yen put the human face na yensre say you better take the precautions and also the guidelines of the WHO and any other medical professionals no serious yen try say you better me close what you say you bonting free near that day but once again no Ministry of Information bra e mekanche me say maslachi ene your churches yemma yenya omukasa kire na nipa ne ntena fie no omompaye ba bia nyame wo bia wo fie a obompaye a ote So untimi a one anti-Kotra mountains now share soro no abompaye. What did them chen? See anyesa nese escalate okrum ha. I can tell you, say, this is the tower. Politicians in Ghana will call the doctors to come and treat them in the house and sit by them so that they will not die. Let the others die. I can tell you how many doctors near in the system. So one doctor share nipa 2,000 in the wake of such a kind of a virus escalation and pandemic situation. Dr. Ben Nebeko, ye benya politicians and millionaires say, but I'm in China, what about the other masses, the ordinary ones, the less privileged, the poor ones, below the belts? A hundred or do I drink so already no doctors in say Dr. Bakubia share over 500, 200 people a day. And to take it in a case, say, worst case scenario of corona, 200 people going to one doctor. Dr. Norbert now.
But if I were quite in him, young common in Siena, Asamno, Edding, but a yaho rowan sa. A futu idea mabiano, diso. Na enrectional, your best say the SR ye be answer. Your home back with some of the random say a castle more enforcement paper, your home back but see a year. I think 2 weeks, 3 weeks, yen to schools, more yen to churches, more yen just say a year hold on, yen Christian sign a day for the time being, not least. Say nipa ba could be in your contacts be crana and so and spread it because now the contacts na doso. And the more ye share moon ye we na contacts necessano, the more we begin to spread. And ebe hu. We say e had e Eraden kan ho. We pray say empenim for the sansemi nyina be ye adwuma. Let us cause the fear and panic if necessary. Na emwa edru ba bia minim ka bia na so KOFI tem na hunu car before I be paint I be here no ko hunu car na beka o beka say wo mpe yes say car no in fact that is the word I will use omutwitwi ho mane tantantan or in the way say ombe spray amana yefe. So if there is the need to create that panic say be be see amana yefa, let's create it for the positive end result ayina yehwehwe. Farouk Awahab, international diplomatic consultant, and what this F2A and the akapi no ano e de akan ho na ntesa yenso yamfa pressure ni bia nka ho a e be wi akire no say the akan doctors no kwa hwe omo ewo bie no na ye mobro wa free yenso ni private car kra ye ne be sen afofa ni panum na yakotete yade e bi di akofie ti yade kra na nya para no adre na we nya wa e be yire ada ya da se
KOFI na wenka ho
amen. Edobesiana yakrao. Edasi.
Then how many minutes?
Date the 26th of March 2020 time 7 p.m. You saw the launch of the biggest award scheme to happen in the USA. Now it is that time. Get ready for the Ghana Music Awards USA nominees announcement and pressory in Ghana. The most prestigious award is set to announce its nominees for the Ghana Music Awards USA 2020. Date the 26th of March 2020 time 7 p.m. Venue Gold Coast Lounge in Cantonment. This event is strictly by invitation. Who gets nominated? See you there.
When I was a child, my father always told me that the surroundings where I grow up would have an impact on the life I live and how I'm seen by others. He also said, what is even more important is the people I surround myself with, how they think, how they see life. My father's words have never departed from me. Therefore, in choosing a neighborhood for myself and family, I considered a place where living will bring the best out of my children. careful who you surround yourself with and who surrounds you. If charity begins at home, so does life.
Locate Ubuntu Haven at Oyibi on the Adenta Dodowa Road. Ubuntu Haven, my home, my investment.
Na free Bomutune Constructions Limited designs ya wabayagu windows, pillars, walls, and akihun. Ebinom de dia wade ya POP and aye na eno enche na wawa. Bomutune Constructions Limited de idea with concrete and aye window design, pillar design, door design, wall design, and arc design. A check affable. Bomutune Constructions Limited, HBG Udini, now what they design for fair a goofy no more. It's also your parapet. Yes, I POP ceiling, papa. And crime, Bomutune Constructions Limited, Ewa Amasaman, Stadium Junction, Jarvis, Babia Wobia, or from one, Wababa. Bomutune Constructions Limited, my own design with fear mount, na engine hopa. Say a fear by
baby. When you hear my name, and you see a Ghana mat away. So I'm going to know the so man for provisions, who pass auto credit money. Then we so person share DSTV bill and man, big help so your mouth from UDR. Call www.ghanamat.com. They say it's www.ghanamat.com. Not that dear, and you feel quite Ghana mat, your mama official.
Adofo mechiamo it is saying me din de ma me sewa na me wasem de bi catch what a tap sending ka there be what's it say na na wo she ma men kan share way tap send app a obetimi atwe agu phone so na wo ba bia wo Europe a wotimi send sika ko Ghana e koma wa adofo ententem hona na se wo mo sika no so mo MTN so Vodafone Tigo ana se Airtel so a omubenya sika ne tentam hona na de wo mukra ne se fees bia anka ho untua fees bia and exchange rate no so was so kama me chose kakaka ho sa code we say a very special code so ye na say wo download egu phone so wi a fa sa code we to me chow £5 and na say €5 what dia fa free bonto obekọ app store no na wa hwehwe tap send chale me say menyeja ho me say tapo na send ago
ANS Trading Agency Limited yejma ya pa door to door courier service I different London or hima chrome and I say Europe bia obesa wo shepo ne ma de bagana no yejma ya san ye bio e so better left hand drive vehicles e car to create a truck timber obesa different Europe eba Ghana and I say open over 20-foot container and 40-foot container duty. You didn't want to it doesn't matter. Baby, I wish you put container and free. So the free China and I say Europe for now America, baby, I person best piano. You bet my amount. Duty there, we are one of the best ever the whole Ghana. So per se unya and now tea and will be visit www.anstar24.com. We are the
Shampoo Tires UK. You pay any company or 5 branches. UK. Your tires have been tested, examined. Your tires need quality. You're brand new. Any home use. Your size 10 to 24 inch. Open in bulk and also in container. And also be found information. More place order no. You best ship in now, bro. Any assistance be out here with them habons no. You be wow. Shampoo Tires. Any brand be out no. Shampoo Tires. We are the best.